someone who influences our personal life. All people come into our lives to teach us something, but there is always one or more people that mark our lives. These people become our example and influence our lives a lot. These are the persons who have influenced our lives.
When we're young people, we're constantly trying to find a place in a society. We see the example of adult people and we start creating our own behavior. This example is what influences us as kids to create what we're going to be when we grow up. The person I have grown up to be today comes mainly from the influence of my parents and the teachers that have taught me in school and in my house how to be a good person and what is the most correct thing to do. But also from the teachers and the classmates and friends that I've made throughout my life that have built up a context in which I have developed and learned to adapt to each situation. However, I have also taken some influence from other famous people. For example, an influencer that I admire is someone that has found a balance in his life. He has found some time to attend his family, his friends, his job, to go and travel around the world and to have some fun time. And also, I admire CEO of Tesla Motors, Elon Musk. He has worked very hard to achieve what he has done, and he is now the third most rich people in the world. He hasn't had like an easy path, but he never gave up, and he has achieved everything he wanted. And today, his innovative and changing ideas is something I admire and I share with him. So he has influenced my way of thinking to try to create a change in the world.
One of the people that inspire me the most is my dad. He is very smart and kind. He is nice, generous, creative, positive, open-minded, respectful, responsible, honest, and much more things. He has lived a lot of things, but for me, the most inspiring thing he has done is that he decided to create his own company. He proposed his idea to his now partners with no fear of failure. He spent months creating that idea in his head and calculating how much would it take to make it come true. And he did. He became successful, and thanks to that, he can give me and my family a good life. He is very generous with all of us, and he always knows how to find a solution to every problem. He has taught me almost everything I know, and I'm really grateful for having him as my father. I hope that when I grow up, I can pursue my dreams and don't give up until I make it, just like he did.
One person that inspires me a lot is Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, because at his very young age he created Facebook and turned into the youngest multimillionaire on the world. And he inspires me a lot because he took a lot of risk and created Facebook from zero. There was no other page that did the same or that he could support on it. So he inspires me a lot because I want to be a entrepreneurship and create my own business. So he's a really good model for me because he even dropped school to accomplish his dream, and I want to do the same. Well, I want to finish my school, but I want to do my business, and I'm willing to do that, whatever it takes.
Me is my dad. When I was born, he was about to fulfill his dream of being a professional basketball player, and he took the decision to let his dream aside and became a father and raised. Since he started to work and study at the same time to be able to support me. He did that and successfully got a job that makes him happy now. He inspires me since he put his dream aside, and that leads me to want to be a better person every day, to show him that his decision wasn't wrong. This is why I make an effort every day, because despite everything, he managed to be happy, and now he is happy with his work and his family, and I want to become like him. I want to be happy with everything.
A person who influenced me a lot during my childhood was my dad because he always taught me to do sports and to behave well. And also because he is very hardworking and I wanted to be like him as a child. And to date, he still influenced me a lot because he is such a good person and he likes a lot what he does. And since I was a child, he has always inspired me and I have always admired him. And I have learned from him a lot of important life lessons that I will never forget. And that's why I have always been influenced by my dad since I was a child and until now. And now I am the way I am because I have been influenced by my dad.
For me, the qualities and values that a person needs to have to influence me are mainly responsibility, empathy, courage, honesty, and needs to be someone who treats everyone with kindness and respect. That's why someone who has influenced me in my life and in my development to become an adult is obviously my mother. Since I was little, she has been the person with whom I spend more time and has been always to give me unconditional love. She has taught me the basics like to be respectful or what is right and what is not. But also she has taught me the most important lessons for life. One of the lessons I have learned from her is to affront barriers with courage, making me responsible of my actions. And I also have learned the importance of forgiveness because sometimes we can have disagreements and make mistakes without the intention of hurting the other, but she will still loving me the same and taking care of me.